Hello everybody and welcome back to my career playthrough in Kerbal Space Program. That was a weird way of saying that sentence. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm looking once again at my tech tree, and after spending a lot of science on that supersonic flight stuff last time, what I'm going to try to do now is go for something else, because I want to have more science capabilities. And here we have our double C seismic accelerometer, and this is hopefully enabling us to get even more science, and then we can unlock more stuff of the science tree. So let's go here, and let's also go there, and then we don't have any science left. Okay. So, but we now have our accelerometer and we are going to use that, and what I really want to do is to use that thing definitely on the next moon rocket, which I am going to send away very soon. But before we do that, we had a look in the previous episode at where we need to go to fulfill our measurement contracts, and they are actually quite far away from our base of operations, which is here, and we need to go to all of these places. We need to take a surface sample over here, we need to take some crew measurements below 16.4 kilometers, and we need to do some pressure measurements and some temperature measurements. What I'm thinking about is that I try to take these and these measurements with one mission. Okay, what am I talking about? Let's get out of here and let's try to build something. We are now going to get into probes. Alright, we have the hex and we have the octo. What actually is the advantage of the octo compared to the hex? 0.3, 0.5. So the hex is the same weight as the octo, has the same electric charge, and has even more pitch control. So yeah, we're going to stick with the hex. But it uses up more electricity, so, and the reaction wheels also use up more electricity. So the octo is a bit more forgiving in regards to battery power. I don't think that's going to be the problem this time. So what do I need actually? I am going to need, where are they? Something to build with. Okay, we're going to use U2. And I want to do this in a mirrored thing. And actually, now that I think about that, I want to do this in the spaceplane hangar. So here's where that new feature from KSP 1.4 would come in handy by just switching editors, which I can't do here because I have to leave one building and go into the other. It doesn't matter. Okay, what I want to do is add a fuel tank over here. Add my sensor equipment. I want this, and let's also do this, and let's also do that. And yeah, I think this is, well, that doesn't weigh that much. We can use that, but we are not going to take the materials bay with us. Okay, why am I doing this? I'm also going to add an engine on there. And then, of course, if I do that, I need to have an intake. Yes. Okay, this weird little contraption is going to provide us with some necessary funds. What do I mean by that? This is going to drive around. And since we don't have unlocked any wheels yet, we're going to use the tried and true method of the jet rover. Okay, oh, the small hard points, nice. Oh, but they cost a bit more. Well, they may cost more, but they are much more practical in regards to what I'm trying to do here. So yes, we're going to use you guys. And no, this is the wrong direction. I want you over here. and I want you there. And then there you go. Let's do it like this, because we don't need that much ground clearance. Whoops, that was the wrong way to do things. You go over here. And you are started retracted. Wow, that looks actually sleek. Nice. Okay, this way around. Yeah, is this going to work? Let's see. Start extended. And let's do it like this. Yeah, that looks great. Extend you as well. You are not going to steer. And you're going... let's try this on the floor, because I really want to have this sort of leveled out. How I do this usually is I put the vehicle so low that the inner rings of sort of the rims of the wheels are just touching the ground over here at the front, because for me that's a better indicator than the wheels themselves. I found that whoops, that was not right. I found that the boundaries of the wheels themselves are not so clearly defined, or at least for my eyes, than the rims. Okay, a bit further, there we go. Okay, that should be fine. You're going to retract, and you're going to retract, because I need to transport you. Nice. Okay, can we actually... Oh, we can't put the decoupler on the jet engines. Yeah. Okay, not as nice as I've hoped, but maybe we can do it in a different way. Okay, I don't want to use you as a decoupler. Go away, and neither you. Okay, but what I do want is to get this out of a fairing. I want to have this thing... Now that I think about it, it should be powerful enough to fly somewhere, but I want it to have parachutes, at least one parachute. One should be enough, and it of course should be in the center of mass. There it is. So since this looks awful, I want to take this and put it down here, because if we have the ground clearance, then we should have enough. If we open up the landing gears, we should have enough ground clearance for this to work out. Okay. Well, it looks nice. Let's hope those solar panels can keep up with whatever I need for my rig to work. And let's also include a small antenna. And I'm not sure that we actually need it, but you know, you never know. Okay, this looks nice. Let's call it the Cyro. The Cyro, because it's a science rover and it's also remotely, it's going to be remotely controlled. What kind of irks me is that I don't have a possibility to attach a decoupler correctly, so I'm going to have to use the tried and true cubic octagonal strut method. Yeah, and in the center. Come on, let's go in the center. Okay, that looks okay. It could work. It could work. And what do we need further? We need another one of those, and then... Okay, I think I'm not going to use one rocket for two of those rovers, because I just realized it could be a control nightmare. Come on. There we go. Okay. Science rover is packed. I want the clamshell deployment method and I want it to be fast. So let's save this. And let's also go to the VAB because I really don't want to launch this from the VAB. So let's load this up in here. Where is Cyro? There you are, Cyro. Where is it? There it is. Don't be so modest and stay down there. Okay, let's use... What are we going to use? I'm not so keen on using the solid rocket motors in here because that could be a bit overkill. Well, this is also killing it over a lot, but yeah. Let's see how that's going to work out. Okay, I'm not going to try to recover that. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Alright. Did I? Where is it? What's this? Contract parameter, we saved Elgan. Okay, we did not... Oh, those were the booster stages? Yeah, but we have not recovered the other stage yet. Is it still flying? Curious. I have to look at that. But that's going to happen later because I want you to launch right now. We're not touching the floor, the ground with our fins. So let's see what happens in here. Whoops! Nothing good apparently. Yeah, I'm not going to even try to launch it like that. That would be suicide. So let's try it again. No, I wanted to go back to the launch. Oh, no. Alright. Maybe we should add at least one stabilizer. There we go. 19,000 funds. Let's see, is that contract even worth that? Yeah, I can't see how much money I would get from that contract. But let's try to do it anyways. Alright, we're not going to fall over this time. So yeah, we don't need full throttle on that. Goodbye, maybe in the initial stage. I'm also going to do my gravity turn almost instantaneously. Because the goal is to go over here. And we don't need to go into orbit. We just need to go really far away. So we should have some very good aerodynamic properties thanks to that fairing up here. Let's see how that's going to play out. Let's aim for our first sight. There we go. It's 1.5 thousand kilometers away, which is a lot. And we're flying towards the sun. So we're going to see a beautiful sunrise soon. At least I hope so. So the idea, basically this is like an intercontinental ballistic missile. But the payload is not a nuclear warhead, the payload is a nice science rover. So it's like an intercontinental science rover missile. And we're already out of fuel, and we're not even close to our target. Yeah, I think I have to re-engineer that. Okay, so the easiest way would be the usual Kerbal approach, more boosters, or in this case a larger booster. So this now has 3,200 meters per second of delta V, enough to get us into orbit. So yeah, that should work, hopefully. Let's try this again. Three, two, one, go. This time I'm actually doing the same profile I would if I sent this into orbit. And what I'm then going to do is not do a circularization burn, but I stop the rocket in mid-air, so to speak. I really hope this is going to work. Probably isn't, because I don't calculate these things or do precision planning. I just do this off the top of my head, off the cuff, basically. So I'm keeping my velocity a bit lower. That's actually a nice view. If it were a bit brighter, but yeah, could be worse. Okay, we're now aiming at 30 kilometers height. We could use a bit less velocity. Okay, heating up nicely. But we're still not nearly anywhere where we could say we're going into orbit, or even close to there. Which I don't want to, incidentally, but I really want to get to my target over there somewhere. So let's flatten this out even more. What? Why are you out of fuel? I had more than 3... This should have been enough to get me into orbit. What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? Come on. It's getting ridiculous. Okay, what I could do now... Oh, that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try something... What I'm going to try is to see if my rover thing is capable of flying there. Not sure it can, but it would be fun to try. Okay, we're now out of the atmosphere, so let's get back into the atmosphere. Let's see how that turns out. Things might get hot a bit. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out, but let's just do it for the fun of it. You have to be slower than that in order for me to get rid of the fairing. Oh, my apoapsis is increasing. Did I just sort of bounce upwards? Okay, that was interesting. So since this rocket has some fins, I was able to pull it up during my descent and then even increased my apoapsis. Okay, maybe we can repeat that a bit and we sort of hop our way towards our target zone. That would be fun. I mean, it's too far away, but... Okay. We're still hopping. Let's see how far we can manage to do that. But I'm pretty sure I've bled off too much velocity to do that sufficiently. Okay, let's see. Maybe if we go below 10,000. Yeah, let's pull up. Okay, now that's definitely now gone. With gone, I mean my possibility to actually perform a nice flight, so to speak. This is interesting. We're now 500 kilometers away from our target and 3,000 meters away from the ground. So let's try to do something about that. Okay. Is this even at all working? Oh, I also have my parachute. I totally forgot about the parachute. Alright, okay, this was not working. Why didn't this go high enough for orbital insertion? It should have had enough delta V. Maybe it did not have enough velocity initially. This is so weird. Okay, let's try again. Let's use my tried and true use boosters to speed it up in the beginning method. Okay, we're going to use you, and we're going to use you like this. And well, this is 600 meters per second. This is quite enough, I guess. And let's try this again. This must work. I want this to work. I want to go there and scan stuff. Never has a Kerbal Space Program player been more determined to not leave his planet but return to it and scan some surface data. Here we go! Okay, we're now on our main engine. Somebody told me in one of my previous videos, I think it was the Saturn V to ELU one, that I suck at gravity turns. And he or she is probably right. I really never cared a lot about that. I really care more about building stuff and making weird things work that should not work. And the thing that appeals to me the most about Kerbal Space Program is this entire approach to creativity and how to get it out of your system, if you know what I mean. You know, you have an idea and then you use this game to sort of bring it to life. So yeah, that's my main goal, or my main reason why I play Kerbal Space Program. I really want to have an outlet to sort of make ideas work, and this is basically it at a lot of times. So I'm quite interested in what your reason is why you do play Kerbal Space Program. So if you want to let me know, please leave a comment and tell me, and of course all of my other ShadowZone viewers, of which I hope there are even more today than yesterday. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel. It really means a lot to me, and it will make sure that I will continue to put out content that you enjoy. Okay, we now have a lot more delta V left than we did before. Let's get the velocity down even further. Whoops, that's way too far out now. I wanted to take a nice picture and I didn't realize that I was out way too far already. But we have 500 meters per second left of delta V, which should be way enough for us to get to our destination. Okay, when is this going to happen? In 9 minutes. The threesome will have its new rendezvous in 2 hours. The combo satirist, 3 hours rather. The 2 hours are for the combo satirist. And until then, I'm pretty sure we managed to get onto the surface. Okay, that's our target area. That looks okay. 580, well, we don't have that much left in the tank, but I'm pretty sure we will be doing fine. Because that rover is designed to rove. So let's see how that's going to work. 8 minutes until our maneuver. 14 seconds burn time estimated. Okay, let's fire her up. Okay, that's definitely not as far as I would have liked, but we're getting close. So yeah, let's hope we're getting close enough. Kerman's Glory Alpha, which is a weird name, but oh well, could be worse. Do we have enough fuel? Fuel? I mean, of course, electric charge. Sort of electric fuel. Okay, let's go into the atmosphere. Let's see if we can use our that nice little bouncy method we have used earlier to get even closer to our desired landing spot. So the grid fins have some use here, which I like. No, I don't want this to put look at the prograde vector. I want to go there. Let's activate our navigation for Delta because that's the closest one. Okay, well, it's not working as I intended. I mean, we're slowing down nicely, but that entire steering thing is hard to do in this with this way. Okay, but we are now more on our way to the target than we were before. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure intercontinental missiles don't work that way, but I'm content with what we achieved here. Distance 15 kilometers, which is okay. We can release our fairing. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get Flight Manager out of the way. Yeah, we don't need that plugin in this case. So this is really a bit like it really is a bit like some sort of missile attack. Yeah, we come in peace. No, we don't come in peace, we come in science. Or we come for science, with science. Oh well, something like that. Okay, we're slowing down. 2,000 meters until release. Until we touch down. Okay, let's release our parachute. Let's be really on the safe side this time. Goodbye, rocket. You're going to die a fiery death, and thank you for getting us so far. And there's the shadow, there's the rocket. Boom! It's now dead. Okay. We have 3 kilometers to go until we reach our destination. Let's try to do some paramotor stuff. You know, like Hazardish did with his Kerbal on board, but in this case, without a Kerbal on board. What do we need to do? Pressure data. Yeah. Do we have a pressure sensor? I really hope we do have a pressure sensor. Yeah, we got one. Okay, this is not working as intended because this is not a paraglider, this is really just a drop chute. Is that the correct term to call this thing just a drop chute? Are there different types of parachutes? Or is that specifically a parachute? So yeah, I know there's the drogue chute, you know, but maybe there's sort of a special term for parachutes that are able to glide and parachutes that don't. Okay, we have touched down safely, time for a quick save. And now let's go to our destination. Let's don't go too fast because I don't want this to explode. At least not before it has done its job, which is to go there. And then maybe later to go to the other place, but yeah, we're far away from that. We're going to reach our destination very soon. Let's hope we don't hit something on our way. Whoa, 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 yeah. Physical time acceleration and rover wheels, it really doesn't go that well together. Look, there's where our rocket came down. Debris. Not much left. Only a few fins. Oh well. Pretty sure we don't get much funds back when we recover those, or try to recover those. Okay, this is what we need. We need to take pressure data, and I think we're going to need to take them in 100 meters. I think it's 500 meters the distance. Yes, there we go. We got our pressure data. And now we're going to head for Gamma. That's right, 2 kilometers. Okay, this is a weird little contraption. Kind of reminds me of something, but I'm not sure what it is. Some sort of sci-fi bug thing. It's definitely not the mouse robots from Star Wars. I would know that if it would remind me of those, but it reminds me of some sort of science fiction contraption, but I can't really put my finger on it. So, anything it reminds you of? Curious about that. Okay, we're closing in. I'm really trying to balance speed versus stability. And I really don't want this to explode in my face. Or anywhere else. Okay, we're almost there. And there we go. Yes, override the existing, thank you. Now we're heading for Alpha. Okay, that's the closest one. Once again, almost 3 kilometers. Let's speed things up a bit. Whoop, no jumping please. Okay, 47 meters per second across the surface. I'm pretty sure that's faster than you would usually drive on the motorway, or freeway, or highway. Or what do you call those speedy roads where you live? In Germany they're of course, well, I can't talk anymore. In Germany they are of course called Autobahn. I think it's called motorway in Britain and highway in the US. Can somebody tell me the difference between a highway and a freeway? I've never was really sure about those, to be honest. Okay, we're going upwards, so we're slowing down anyways, which is good, because then we need to turn around over there. And we have data from Sector A. Let's go over here. Speed it up again. Okay, that's fast enough for you. I found that something around 40 meters per second across the surface of Kerbin is sort of the balance between fast and stable. Everything above that, things get really hairy. Okay. And also this is a bit more bumpy than the other segments we had. How much fuel do we have left? Oh, almost everything. So yeah, that's a relief. So I'm pretty sure we could drive to the other location just by starting the throttle. There we go. We have fulfilled our mission. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, let's get some data for this, and let's get some data for that, and let's get some data from here as well. And let's just call it a day. What that probe is concerned. Okay, it appears that we have to go to the other location the next time when we once again enter the ShadowZone. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel for more and follow me on my social thingies. The links are in the description. Also, you can watch one of the 2 cool videos shown on the right. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.